form a united front or a network of people that are like-minded, that are willing to put in work. You know, I've been actually posting on Facebook that I have gift and guts. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Like, I see so many people with gifts, but they don't have the guts to go out and do stuff. Like, they don't have the drive or the work ethic. So this is kind of a way where people can come, artists of all kinds, and see other people doing. You know, sometimes you see other people doing, you go, I can do that, you know. So it's kind of like that, and also to cross-pollinate, motivate, inspire, cross-pollinate amongst artists. That means that, you know, the writer can, you know, be linked to the producer, or the photographer could be linked to the magazine editor or what have you. Also to build a support system. We all heard the saying, there's strength in numbers, there's strength in numbers. I mean, that's true, you know. So, you know, just being able to support us more as opposed to a lot of the other stuff that goes on in the industry, you know. Showcase talents. No, we do have a spotlight, we do have a performer, we don't have that tonight. Well, we're supposed to have somebody coming and performing, but he's not here yet. No, I'm not performing. Yeah, sure. So normally we have a spotlight and we have a performer, but really tonight, like last time, we were talking about how, I think Pluto was talking about how we were talking about writing your vision down, writing your goals down, and nobody really had done it. So that's why I felt the need to kind of have this one where people can actually, you know, write down what they're wanting to do. Like, actually I've actually got some things around the room to help you guys do that, but to actually get a good grasp of what you want to do. Like, most of the time people ask you what you want to do, you really can't really just tell them verbatim what you want to do because you really don't know. You haven't really sat down and thought about it. So I wanted to have a Unite Houston project where we can actually do that. So that's why I think small numbers actually going to be pretty good tonight. Serve the community. That's a little bit later on, but I have done some grants, and hopefully we get the funds, we can start doing more of that. So just let that pin for a little while. And also to display to the world that Houston is an artistic city that is rich in creativity. The first Unite Houston project we had, our first question was, why do you think artists feel like they need to move to LA, Atlanta, or New York to make it in the industry? Or Chicago. You know, or Chicago, or anywhere, you know. So my whole idea is that this is the perfect place to be. Like, it's not oversaturated. You go to, everybody I know that's gone to New York and Atlanta, come back to Houston. So we kind of want to debunk those ideas that you have to move, that you have to leave your family, that you can do what you want to do right here. Anybody else believe that? All right. Cool.
I think it's very underestimated.
So, normally what we do discussions, we do networking, we do different activities and things like that. But the first thing we usually do is a discussion question. This is the time where we basically just discuss back and forth one of the issues or one of the ideas, or some people usually give me these to, you know, pose to everybody. But so I guess the first one would be, since we're doing goals tonight and things like that, I do have paper. I don't know if anybody need it down. I have paper and pens. I usually have Jay Walker helping me out today. But that's all right. What is that? I have paper. So this is an open discussion.
Conclusion of knowing that you can kind of do it on your own. It takes a lot more effort, but like the rewards are much more than you waiting for someone to get signed, and you see what I'm saying? Or wait to get signed by somebody. Like for instance, I mean, I think a prime example, to me making it big, I think Peace of Mind is making it big. You know what I'm saying? Because they have such a marketing presence, and it's all virtual. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have to get, you know, signed by some whatever Sony or something like that. They just took it in their own hands. But I think that the reward, there's so much more reward in it because it's like, you know, they're put their gas in their own vehicle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're fueling their own vehicle.
So is it like a money thing? Like
To me, making it the question itself. To me, making it is just simply accomplishing your goal, whatever goal it is that you have set forth. Just accomplishing it, and every time you set one goal, accomplish it, set the higher, and you keep elevating the bar. And to me, that's making it. You know what I mean? Like, cause you prove it to yourself that I can do this. You know what I mean? And you're not just like being complacent with your with just being, I guess, normal, or you just being, you know, average, should I say. So to me, making it just simply accomplishing every goal that you set every time.
Does anybody in here feel like they made it?
I'm making it.
I'm making it.
It's a process.
I'm getting it. It is a process. You know, it doesn't happen overnight, and I think that's the common, you know, misconception. Like, people get frustrated because they expect things to just happen overnight instead of just taking baby steps towards that goal. So.
Then you said if anyone made it,
Mm-hmm.
to get to the point where you've made it in life, that means you have no more goals.
Yeah.
So like if making it is for me to have a nice 9-bedroom, 4-bath, 3-car garage house, once I get the house, I made it. If that's all there is.
Mm-hmm.
Life is about motion, development, growth, and if you get to the point where you made it and you're fine with that, that's cool. I mean, that's cool for you. For me, I think that's not necessarily being alive. That's just kind of sustaining and surviving on something that's basically living in the past, because it's not really about the destination. In my eyes, it's about the journey to get there. That's where you learn everything. That's where you experience everything. Once you get there,
That's all.
it's probably a good view. It's probably a good view every now and then, but you get bored with just sitting in one spot all the time.
I don't ever want to feel like I've made it. Like you said, I mean, there's always something else you could be doing in life. Anybody else? What's your name again?
Ganesh.
Ganesh.
Just call me G.
G.
Yeah. Well, what I've written down is just kind of a little half written out, but I'm saying, for me, is to continue, like what your bullet points have stated, is continually create continually creating an environment that's conducive for artists to prosper. So, you know, from one, building a support system, to attracting nonprofit organizations. There's dozens and dozens of 501c3s out there that are looking, you know, for musicians, artists to showcase their talents, and, you know, on top of that, you know, support a charitable cause like autism, cancer. You can't go wrong with that. What other ways? I mean, it's the support system, again, what you're having a little joint, small, intimate meeting. So, you know, encouraging artists, musicians, artists alike, to, you know, gather up the strength to perform in Cafe 4212 or down in Washington, wherever, so on Montrose. So.
Okay, cool. So last month, 3NP, y'all keep hearing 3NP. It's Travis, Russell, and Patrick. The actual thing for last month, which was awesome and phenomenal, it was amazing, was the alternative to the record deal. Because like he was saying, you know, most people are just, if they feel like they made it when they sign a contract. I mean, and 9 times out of 10 they're broke, you know. Like, we all know that they're broke now. Like, you know, most of those people, not all. But, so they decided to do a presentation on the alternative to the record deal. It's basically being connected to your fans without the middleman, okay? And actually they're gonna do a continuation tonight, 3NP. So we're gonna give them our undivided attention, and 3NP's coming up. 2NP tonight. No, that's still 3NP. Y'all give it up for 3NP. Y'all give it up for 3NP. They're working hard. Yeah.
I'm just going to kind of revisit some of the points that we talked about in the last presentation. we went through a lot of these slides pretty fast. And so we wanted to just kind of touch up on some stuff, give people time to interact with us a little bit more, make it a little bit more personal, and really kind of make some concrete suggestions as far as just being, doing for yourself what the record company offers to do for you. So yes, essentially cutting out the middleman and some practical steps. So actually, we want to just kind of quickly just go through it and just ask which one I want to talk about. So first thing we can talk about, I'll just cover it real fast. The first thing we talked about is just effective social media, just essentially cross your T's, dot your I's with your Twitter, Facebook presence, your website presence. That was the first topic